The job I have now, which I've been at for 3 years, before I applied for the job, it didn't exist. What existed was like a job that needed more qualifications than I had, like a certification or something. And I wanted to work at this company because it's remote and seemed super flexible and chill. And so, like 6 months before I applied, I found out about this company. Okay. So 3 years ago, 6 months before I applied, I found out about the company because I took like a demo call to use their software or something. And I was at a different company that was super toxic, like unbelievably garbage. Worst work environment. um, and I was like, it's my dream. No, I didn't even think that right away. I think like a month later or something, I was like, I can't work here anymore. But where do I want to go? What do I want to do? And I was like, I want to do payroll because that's the best part of my job. And I want to do it at that company because it seems really cool. That's when I was like, oh, that would be like my dream. And I remember thinking that. So I went on their website, looked at the openings, and I was like, I can't apply to any of these because they need that certification. And I don't know, I wasn't thinking about getting it. I was like, oh my God, there must be something. And I kept checking all the time, every month. More than that, every 2 weeks, maybe I kept checking their page for no reason, even like, because companies don't always update careers. And then 6 months later, they advertised a role, which I was like, it was like built for me. It was like built in terms of when I thought of like my dream, that's what it was. No certifications required. I was like, yeah, yes. And as soon as I applied, I was like, it wasn't even like, I hope I get it. It was like, I'm gonna get it. This is for me. This was made for me. Okay. And I did get it. Now, 3 years have passed and I'm at this role, and I'm talking to a coworker who's also been here for longer than me. And we've talked so many times in these last 3 years, but this is what he says to me. He reveals this to me. Um, sorry, I lost my train of thought. He reveals this to me on a call that we're having, and we weren't even supposed to have some sort of informal call. We were supposed to be on a call with a client, and it just randomly happened that the client didn't show up, so we just started talking about random things. And he goes, "Yeah, I just started like 6 months before you started." And I was like, "Whoa, that's crazy." And he goes, "Yeah, when I started, I was supposed to be at that higher level with the certification, right?" But he goes, "But they gave me like all these other lower level clients because like there was no delineation between those two roles. And I said to them, you should create a role for this." And so in that 6 months, they did like a few research things where they were like, how much time is used on each client, and did all of that to figure out how many roles they're going to open. But basically, he joined the company 6 months before I did. And immediately he was like, you should open a new role. And that new role that they created was the one that I joined at. That was my dream role. Okay. And I said to him, you're the reason I'm working here. Okay. What's even crazier is 6 months before I started is the time when I was like, what would be my dream role? Oh, yes, this. Okay. What does that tell us? It tells us it changes the way that I look at desire, because all this time, my whole life, I was like, I have a desire, and then there's like a little bit of time. There's like maybe a delay or something, and then it comes to fruition. Okay. For example, I thought I wanted that dream role, and then I had to wait 6 months before it opened for me. That's incorrect. Actually, what happened was the minute I was like, oh, I know what I want. I want this. This is my dream. This is what I want. Immediately, it was happening. I just couldn't see it. You understand? This completely changes the game. Right now, I'm like, what do I want? And I was like, oh, I don't know. And the reason I don't know the next path is because there's a delay happening, which always happens between desire and reward. Desire and attainment. And there actually is no delay. When people say like divine timing, I don't know how to say this. It's almost like I used to think of that as like wait, be patient, or surrender, or like you don't know when it'll happen, but you have to wait a little bit. I don't know, waiting, without longing or something. Okay, sure, maybe all that's correct, but actually, what's really the most real thing is that as soon as you want something, it's already happening. Like I didn't have to wait to like prove myself or be tested or whatever. It was already happening. The desire is the fulfillment. Isn't that wild? As soon like right now, if I desire something, it's already happening in some corner of the world. The only delay is in it getting to me. And in that delay, I can decide anything. I can be like, oh, wait, I no longer desire that. I desire this instead. And that's already happening. Maybe I'll get both. Maybe one of them cancels out. Maybe, but like, the point is that actually doubt should be completely removed from this process. Because as soon as you desire something, it's already happening. It's not really about the wait. And it really is true. It's like when you order something online, you know it's gonna come. And you don't like sit there doubting that it will come. And you're not really supposed to sit there waiting at the door either. I think like when it's coming, it's doing its job. Like all of the pieces are being put into place for you, and I think you're meant to make room for it. I don't even mean that. I don't think you're meant to do anything. I don't really mean make room for it. I just kind of mean like be like make room for it in the sense that are you ready to enjoy it right now? You know? Almost like if almost like how if you really want dessert, you're not going to eat that much, you know? So, are you ready to enjoy that thing right now? You have to imagine that it's coming right now, right away, because it really is. I think I think also when we desire something and we go, "Oh, but that's going to happen in 10 years." That becomes part of the desire because the universe doesn't know to detach your doubt from your desire. If you are including your doubt in your desire, it's one thing to the universe. The request that it receives says, I want this thing in 10 years, but maybe what you actually want is this thing now, but you're too afraid to be too hopeful about it. So you're like, I want this thing. Oh, but I'm sure maybe I'll get it in 10 years. I've done this 1,000 times because I'm like, there's no way I'll get it now. Who am I? I'm nothing. Right? But the universe is never going like, who is she? She's nothing. Like it's not looking for um validity of the request. It's not looking at the requester. It's not looking at your certification of whether you're worthy of this desire, because you are. Every person is worthy of any desire that they make. They just are. Blanket statement. So really we have to detach the doubt, and we have to really know that as soon as we desire it, it's already coming, and there's no even wrong way to desire anything. You don't have to like speak it out loud and do set an intention or light a candle. You just don't. I didn't do any of that. I wasn't even in a good headspace. I didn't meditate or like have a clear, pure soul or heart when I said I wanted that job. I was like, I'm so done with this current one. And then I was like, let's dream of something that would make me happy. And I was like, please never going to work again, never going to a freaking office. And I was like, what else? Oh, doing numbers. I don't know. And I just imagined it. I was not pure of heart, you know? I mean, We're all pure of heart at some core level anyway, but what I mean is there was no like a right way that I did it or something. There's no secret to it. The secret is if you want it, it's already yours. It's not something that I came up with. It's not like original Samreen. Seen it like everywhere, but I think it like really hit home. Also, how wild that I could have known this right away. It's just like after 3 years, I'm finding this out, you know? That like it was always mine. Wow. Wow. So the question is, what do I want now? Because there's no wrong choice anyway. Keep thinking that I'm making the wrong choices. So there's no wrong choice. There's just like, what do I want? What if I want more than one thing? What if I want more than one thing that seemingly contradicts each other, but I want it together? I want you to surprise me. I want you to give me everything all at once. Whoa, scary. Scared me just saying it. Yeah. Okay, love you. Bye.